wonder what Junlei's up to.
Hello, hello, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. Huzzah, we did it! We're back. So, today we are going to continue with this DLC because we can. Because that's what we do. Wow. Gotta check one thing real quick before we get any further. Okay, and it's working. We can pin that message because that's fun. Okay. Apparently we didn't save after we picked our perk last time. So that's fun. When I have no companions in the party. Nah. I think I'm gonna grab interactable highlight range just because I'm starting to get annoyed with not knowing where everything is. And over to Parvati. Perfect. Hi. Hi. So we're still trying to get into
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Work IDs of Helen's sidekicks. Model spaceship. So somehow we're looking to get into A2. So what does that even mean? Oh, there's not a thing like that for A2. But there is this in A3. Trace amounts of sprat saliva are in the current stump. Former arm indicates the starving bellhop fed the starving creatures with her flesh. It's a shame she was unwilling to eat herself first. Interesting. That's actually that's quite a nice,
I'm trapped in room A3. Please, someone come and help me. I'm feeling weak. Please just open the door. I'm not sure how much longer I'll make it. The door Door's stuck. And I know I need to write a service request, but I can't get it under the door. Is anyone there?
That's a pretty terrible way to die. Heavy ammo and bit cartridge. It takes no materials, so I might as well go ahead and take care of that. And we're looking for A3. Or A2. Yeah, how to get into A2.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Interesting.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
I have eaten the purple berries which were in the refrigerator, and which you probably were saving for breakfast. They were awful.
This collection of frozen food has not been restocked in some time. Many of these items are not available in the Grand Colonial and must have been brought in from outside. The fridge was transported here from one of the guest bedrooms upstairs.
Interesting. That is an answer. Okay. Okay. B2 and B1 we've already checked out. Let's go ahead and check out the C. Because, you know, C's get degrees. I'm going to lockpick for the XP and then not do anything with it. Right here. We've come out of here. We don't need a light pistol Mark III.
Heads down.
Take those sprat hides, and we've done 3 and 4. Okay. I'll go ahead and take all that, because I can. Armor parts. Inspiration +3. Nice. I'll take armor parts instead. Hacking too low. And that's everything in here. Okay. Then into here, just double check it. It's not really much of... That needs 90 lockpick. Okay. Well, that's everything we can do down here for now, as far as I can tell. Then back up we go. No, not that way. This way. This way, this way.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Terribly sorry, but I can't chat just now. Someone on the second VIP level just ordered 15 canid meat pies, and if I don't get to it now, it'll be my head.
Uh-oh. Hello. I'll leave you to it then.
Analysis of this stovetop reveals an alarming degree of grease buildup.
Oh, no.
Approximating proximity to volatile gases and chemicals. Chances of an explosive combustion upon next use currently at 92.9%.
Seems like a workplace hazard. How hasn't Slug caught this? You missed me exploring the basement one more time, making sure I didn't miss anything. And then not much else after that.
Searching Slug work logs. No work log found. Creating conjecture. Slug has likely not fixed this issue due to a lack of responsibility on the part of their employees.
Is this normal?
Most corporations have regular cleaning procedures to prevent damage to company property. Slug, already unlike most corporations in a variety of ways, does not. That or the employees tasked with inspecting are shirking their duties. For shame.
That's not a great thing.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This is a bottle of unreleased Rizzo's product. Helen appears to have attempted to use it to spell something as she expired, but all she managed was a sticky bee.
Was she trying to spell the name of her killer?
This hypothesis is plausible, but requires additional information.
A B could stand for anything, like Spectrum Brown.
Now calculating likelihood of Halcyon Helen using her final moments to endorse Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. Low to moderate likelihood.
Isn't Black Hole Birdie staying here?
Correct. Bertie Black Hole Holcomb is a registered guest at the Grand Colonial Hotel.
Anybody else I should know about?
Accessing guest database. B. The Grand Colonial Hotel is proud to serve the following VIPs. Bertie, Black Hole. Burbage 3001.
Make a note of this for later. Amplifier.
This evidence has been recorded for later reference. Now generating pre-approved compliment. Splendid work, Inspector.
Thanks. Okay. Yes, we were in the hotel kitchen, and now we are stealing a bottle of Spectrum Brown. Okay. I think...
Damn, when was the last time I slept? Hello. I hope you're enjoying your visit.
You too.
What floor would you like to visit?
I would like to visit my penthouse suite.
Next stop, the finest seat in the house.
B for bellhop.
I understand there was an incident at the orchards. The pollination cycle began without my authorization.
Indeed.
Fortunately, you managed to save most of the hive. The wasp-ketos are essential to the orchards, you see. Losing them would have cost us months of production.
Mm-hmm. Glad to be of service.
Something about this incident troubles me. The circumstances are suspicious. But let's concentrate on the matter at hand. Have you discovered anything?
Yeah, you could say that.
You have my attention.
Dr. Blossom is dead, killed by an unknown killer.
That's deeply upsetting. Dr. Leora Blossom was an extraordinary scientist and a friend. We have a murderer on the loose, Inspector. As if the death of Halcyon Helen wasn't enough of a blow to our facility.
She was in trouble when I found her. The other workers had turned violent.
Her commitment to her NDA was admirable. I'll make sure to accelerate the payout of her death benefits to her next of kin.
All I know is she recognized the killer.
Interesting. The Rizzo's family is a small family, Inspector. Most of us recognize one another. Still, any information is good information. It troubles me to believe Leora could have been murdered by one of our own. If there's anything else you'd like to share, you have my attention.
Helen, someone stole data from one of your terminals in R&D.
That's troubling, to say the least. Any transfer of proprietary data is strictly prohibited without my permission.
Whatever was in that data had to be important. No. This happened just before the Wasquito attack. Someone was trying to stop me.
Yes, I share your suspicions. Someone didn't want you following their trail. This feels like more than corporate espionage. Someone's playing with us, Inspector. And I have never in my life enjoyed games. Did you discover anything else?
Helen insisted on touring Rizzo's RR&D lab.
Insisted? That's interesting. We'd scheduled a tour of the lab for Helen. Purely a public relations event to be held sometime in the indeterminate future. Then again, Helen and I were not well acquainted. I can't speak to her intentions.
She spent a little time at the orchards. I found evidence she was at a picnic.
A picnic? I don't recall approving a private social gathering at the orchards. I'll have to make a note of this information. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Was there anything else?
I'll let you know if I learn anything else.
This incident at the orchards must be connected to Helen's murder somehow. I don't know how, but I feel it in my marrow.
In my marrow.
My apologies, Inspector. This case is under your jurisdiction, not mine. I leave it in your hands. When you're ready, I suggest a word with the hotel coroner. She should have finished her autopsy by now.
Okay. I'll be back. Well, that's fun. And we're almost to level 21. We did. Like, we found a lot of torque.
Prepare to be vaporized, unwanted pathogen.
Profitability flyer. Flyer promoting the Productotherapy seminar with a renowned prophet of profitability, Jasmine Livia, at a retreat in the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. Under her patented system, purge your body of nefarious humors, stopping you from unblocking your true productive potential.
Sam's Special Inspector add-on includes a magnifying glass to sleuth out the germs and parasites that other cleaning products leave behind.
You're a good robot, Sam.
Ruth's appeal baffles me. She plays the same role in every serial. A stoic fixer devoid of deep emotion who will stop at nothing to make sure the rules of society are adhered to.
Oh, sweet gibbering law! Where'd you come from? Sorry, let me just get back in character. Whoa, 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 it's not what it looks like.
Pretty sure it looks like Rizzo's mascot is in my room going through my things. No. Give me one reason why I shouldn't kill you.
Easy, friend. No need to get violent. There are as many reasons to spare my life as there are flavors in Rizzo's Spectrum Vodka.
Oh?
I'll give you 2 reasons. First, I am a valuable asset to the Rizzo's Rangers Tossball Enterprise. And secondly, I'm just here doing a job for a VIP. Mascot's honor.
What kind of job?
I am acting on behalf of Mr. Black Hole Birdie, the Holmeister, the Hack Attack. I don't have a lot of time, but Mr. Birdie sent me to retrieve a message. Something he recorded for Ms. Bellamy while he was off his kilter.
Ah, you're out of luck. I found it already. It's pretty incriminating.
You found the recording? Oh, well, that's just sweeter than a fistful of purple berry punch. Oh, law, Birdie's gonna slaughter me like a woolly cow. Will you meet me later, over at the pilot house? I swear, from the bottom of my employment contract, I will tell you everything I know about Ms. Bellamy's demise.
Tell me what you know, or they'll have to rinse your remains out of that mascot outfit.
What? But I can't? Please don't hurt me. I'm sorry. I can't. Not here. I'm sorry. The Pilot House Complex. Meet me there, and I'll tell you everything, I swear.
Well, those intimidate skills have a use. Let's go ahead and get our hack up, I suppose, because we need dialogue skills up. Okay. We yeah. Interesting. I'm thinking we probably decisions indeed. So I don't care about the level 60s for any of these. I don't care about the level 60s for ranged. Determination might be good. But so I think we go 5 into dialogue and 5 into lie then. Because we're kind of in the middle of nowhere here. Vicar Max. Sam. Okay. Well,
what floor would you like to visit?
I'd like to go to the lobby. No, let's exit the Grand Colonial. Yeah. Let's continue with this. Eridanos. What's our current quest? Prince of Tossball. That's gonna take me back inside. Okay. Let's go ahead and check this out then. What was that sound?
Want to hear a joke? Yes, I'll show you happiness. Never felt so damn good in my life. Here we go. Turn that round. I just want to be your friend. Feels good. Feels fun.
Yay! Well, we seem to be dealing with the brain eaters right here. Ellie Parvati, you getting better? Indeed, dead as a dodo. No. Interesting. You know what I can't wait for?
Pair of glasses. Can't imagine where you misplaced your old pair.
Being able to boost, to get my streaming set up better once I have my second computer.
Hey, you. Come take a look. Hey, you look like you need some stuff. Fancy watch? Spare cufflink? Single earring? You want it, I've got it.
Show me what you have for sale? Interesting. Farewell. Because, like, this computer is good. My current computer is good enough to play games on max settings, generally, still. Not all games, and I don't actually care enough to be able to play all games on max settings. But once I'm not running my avatar, streaming, recording, doing all of that on the same computer, it's going to be so much better. So you know what I want most out of this DLC? Out of this DLC, I want her revolver most. Well, you look kind of sad. Stab. I want her revolver. It's been too long since I've been shooting with a revolver in this game.
He's not in the museum. Even if he is, no one will think you dress the same as him on purpose.
Assault Rifle Ultra. Uses heavy weaponry. Ooh. That's tempting. Look how nice that gun will look. Fine. Hello, sir. Oh, look. I'm so surprised. He's dead.
Discrepancy detected nearby. Discrepancy detected. Rizzo's company policy clearly states that all proprietary mascots must exhibit signs of physical life.
Puncture wounds near his collarbone. I'm having trouble finding an exit wound.
Excellent observation, Inspector. Have you deduced a possible cause of death?
I'd rather not speculate. What does your analysis tell you?
Medical analysis complete. This mascot was likely killed by small arms fire at close range. The firearm is unique and does not exist in this unit's database.
Smallest caliber ammunition I've ever seen. Those are small wounds.
Unusually small entry wounds indicate exotic weaponry. Closest approximations are 1. Incident involving a game of darts. 2. The Needler.
The Needler?
Yes, Inspector. The Needler. Bespoke handgun carried and wielded by Halcyon Helen. Famously deployed by Halcyon Helen in Terror on Monarch. This weapon was responsible for executing the Chief of the Savages, played by Spencer Woolridge.
Amplifier. Before we go, do you think he'd miss his outfit?
This unit is incapable of providing ethical advice. This unit is also incapable of answering rhetorical questions.
I'll take his things. It's potential evidence. Yeah. Alright, let's get out of here.
Clever.
Nope, wrong button.
This empty bottle of spirits does not belong to any known corporate brand. Suspicious residue detected.
High concentration of ethanol. Someone's brewing moonshine with antiseptics.
Excellent deduction, Inspector. Imbibing of unauthorized beverages is strictly prohibited under Rizzo's
It is a pretty
company law.
bottle.
Ingredients include antiseptic alcohol, sucrose, and unidentifiable miscellaneous organic material. Closest match. Counterfeit spirits available at the Piraeus spaceport.
Interesting. Well, we have a workbench here. Thinking about that, I probably should make my no, okay, never mind. Let's go ahead and do the repair here. Yeah. Okay. Check upstairs before we go. Wait, what's my armor set? Hack +7. Do I have a lockpick or what's... What's in here?
I'll keep it down.
Interesting. I will go ahead and take that same... So we don't lockpick things to steal stuff. We just lockpick so that we can...
Wish I had a telescope like this back in the Vale. Of course, the company probably would have scrapped it for parts.
get experience. And you're right.
Wish I had a telescope like this back in the Vale. Of course, the company probably would have scrapped it for parts.
Oh, this is hack +7. Right. Do I have a... Not sneak. No. Block. Block. Heavy. Wait, one other thing. Intimidate. Science. Okay, well, I'll take that. I need to see what's going on here. Unofficial logs. Do. Interesting. Okay. Mostly for experience then. No big deal. Cool. What's back here?
My last quarterly review said I had an attitude problem. Morale improvement program fixed me right up.
Interesting. So, Birdie at the spaceport, man who chafed. Okay, well now it's time for, now we need to go check out, find Birdie, see what he's doing. Because he is mighty suspicious right now. That's 3 dead. Not to mention the people that we killed. We've killed a lot more than 3. Like, a lot more than 3.
Aren't you looking for a new hat?
Interesting. Okay.
I say, this pocket watch has someone's initials.
How about that?
I will take those mag picks and those weapon parts and those armor parts and bypass shunt, and I don't really care about that. Money. Workbench. Armor parts. Heavy ammo. Okay. We don't need to go that way yet, so we can head back this way. So, it is good loot. Words. So Birdie seems to be our prime suspect right now, which was my prime suspect from the first time, from pretty early on, actually, I would say. But, make it a crime of passion. It's pretty interesting, though. You gotta admit.
Rizzo's Purpleberry Punch. You wanna try?
Nice work! Got him.
Just wanted to make you smile.
I think I already have Spectrum Red. But hey, we were able to kill...
Inspector, good to see you. Let me just grant you access, and... welcome to the Piraeus Spaceport.
Well, thank you. That went smoother than I expected it to. I like this gun. I don't like it as much as a revolver, but I like this gun. No, I'm not gonna let it go. Look, just look at the angle we're walking up, and this is mostly smooth. This would be miserable. This would be a miserable walk right there. Into the spaceport. Jetpacks. Or stairs. Oof.
I don't like the way they're eyeing us, Captain.
Hey, you! We've been looking for you, and by we, I mean Slug. Been real busy sniffing around Eridanos for clues, haven't you, Inspector? See, Slug Light Underground don't like that much.
He's trying so hard. It's actually kind of sad.
It is quite
Should
sad.
have kept your nose where it belonged, Inspector. Slug's sick of all your meddling in their affairs. Our affairs, I mean. We're... Draw, you damn breadworm, draw!
I'm an inspector, fella. Sticking my nose where it doesn't belong is my job.
Well, you ain't gonna stick that nose anywhere ever again.
Hold on. You're saying Slug asked me to investigate and now wants me dead?
Quick, everyone! Get him!
Here they come! Nice one! Watch yourself!
Got a job for anyone with a ready gun hand and empty pockets. There's an inspector looking into the murder of Halcyon Helen. My client wants you to cross them off. Don't worry about subtlety. In fact, don't be subtle. Just make sure that once you agree to the job, you visit the rearmost by a bunk. Put on the uniforms you find folded beneath the mattress, and after that, feel free to cause a ruckus. Be sure to let them know Slug's territory is off limits. Reward is 40,000 bits, plus all the enhancing chemicals you could ever want. You deserve it. Ooh, 314 DPS revolver? It's... weird.
Reminds me of Moreau's. Just a bit.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know what to make of Sublight Underground. Or Slug, I guess. I can't shake the feeling they had some... This port seems real busy. I wonder if they're trying to compete with the Groundbreaker.
Hey, I saw your ship. The Unreliable, right? It's a real beauty.
What do you want?
You're Black Hole Birdie, right?
Shh, not so loud. How'd you know it was me?
I'm an inspector. A dang good one.
Yeah, that makes sense. You must be a good one to sniff me out. I'm in no mood to sign autographs, and I hate disappointing fans. So I'm lying low. You know, incompleto.
It's a very nice hat.
Yeah, really makes you look like a famous tossball player in a hat.
Oh, what's it matter? Helen's gone. She's gone and nothing I do will bring her back. I've been trying to find who did this. That's what she would do. Track down the killer and bring them to justice. But I'm stumped. And not very clever. Being bright was always Helen's thing.
Hello, kitties go meow meow. Welcome to the stream. Maybe I can help. I was hired to solve Helen's murder.
Oh, so you're the inspector. You have more luck figuring things out than me. You probably want to ask me some questions, huh? I'm sure you're asking everybody questions, so you can find Helen's killer.
Mm-hmm.
So, how do I help?
I'm doing good this weekend. I've been a little busy, but it's been good. It's been good. What were you doing the night Helen died?
I was getting blotto with the rest of the Rangers.
What?
You know, soaked, muddled, preserved.
Drunk is the medical term.
Ah.
The team noticed I was in a bad way when I got back to the hotel. When I told them Helen and I were Splitsville, they wanted to cheer me up. We were up the pole afore evening. The hotel staff said we was bothering the other guests on account of all the crying and yelling and practice body tackling. Zeke said we should move elsewhere, get some air.
Okay. Probably a good call.
We ended up at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. I think somebody wanted to pet a woolly cow. There was this one cow off away from the others. Zeke figured it'd be a laugh to get her drunk. One thing led to another, and I think we might have maybe, you know, stolen her.
What'd you steal a cow for?
I don't know. We were drunk, and we made bad choices. She was all alone. I know how that feels now. It's so hard to be all by your lonesome. My memory's a little muddled after that. I guess me and the team got split up, because I know I was on my own at the pilot house for a time.
Could anyone from the pilot house back that up?
I reckon not. See, I went to the weather station. I was looking for where Helen stashed her data pad for safekeeping, right?
Okay.
She'd asked me to get it, mind. I wasn't stealing. I'm no thief.
And did you find it?
Sure did. Only there was a guard out there who found me. She started yelling about how I was trespassing and in serious trouble. Thing is, it was real dark out there. So dark, she couldn't tell who I was.
You sure this guard couldn't ID you?
Real sure. It was dark as night gets. Plus, I've got small veins. Anyway, I didn't much feel like trying to explain why I was out there, or why I was drunk, and holding someone else's data pad, and also maybe crying a little, so I booked it. Ran like the Rangers were down by 3, and I just bronzed the toss ball in the Friday zone.
Did anyone see you last night, that night? Think hard. Anyone. Anywhere else.
Yeah, I mean, no. Nope. No one else.
Having a witness only benefits you, unless you have something to hide.
I don't. All we did was talk, I swear. It's just, I don't want to tell you. I'll get in trouble.
Not having a witness puts you in much bigger trouble.
Look, I talked to Auric, okay? Auric West. Hangs out around the spaceport. He's the one who taught me the breathing exercises I use to calm down.
Thanks. I'll follow up with Auric.
That sounds like a good idea. So now you have the whole story. After I talked to Auric, I went back to the hotel. Woke up the next morning with Helen's data pad in my hand and the hangover to end all hangovers. Don't know if I'll ever drink again.
Any advice for next time, Ellie?
A shot of Spectrum mixed in a Gigantor energy drink first thing in the morning. Works like a charm.
I think that probably counts as drinking, but thanks, ma'am. Anyway, you ought to take Helen's data pad. Maybe you'll have better luck understanding her notes. Either she was writing in code or I'm dumber than a bag of hammers. I tried for hours to crack her notes, but it's like I said. Being bright was Helen's thing.
Thanks. I'll take a look at them.
Okay. And listen, I want to help you find her killer, Inspector. I knew Helen better than anybody. And it'd be handy to have a guy like me around, in case anybody gives you trouble.
Sorry, Birdie, it's better if you're not involved.
I get it. I'll head back to the Grand Colonial then. Unless you need me for anything else?
No, you're free to go. And I did that entire thing aiming this gun at his head. Yeah. That is why I'm the bad cop.
Buy a bunk, huh? I think I'll stick to my cabin, thanks.
Return to route, rent a unit.
Hey, pal. Over here. Hey there. You looking to unwind, friend? Maybe you're on your way to the bar for a good time? Maybe you're interested in something a little better than beer or Adreno? Something with a little more kick?
What are you selling?
The name's Auric. I deal in, shall we say, holistic pharmaceuticals, natural substances and the like. You know, alternative stuff. Wow. I know. Ooh, it came out of the ground. That's where worms live. I get it. I do. Why go for that homegrown shit when you could be pumping your body full of effort accelerators? Says it right on the Anti-Cleo's box. Better than nature, right? Well, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, pal. Those pharmaceuticals the corporations manufacture, not all of them are as good for you as the board wants you to believe.
Yeah, I've noticed as much.
Alternatives. That's the way to go, pal. Trust me. No matter what ails you, I got what you need.
What kind of alternatives do you sell?
What do I sell? I've got premium shit, my friend. Vitamins like you wouldn't believe. Calcium, vitamin D, reverse vitamin D. Wow. I got everything, my friend. You got stress problems? I got stress solutions. Aromatherapy eases the mind. Diluted mantisaur essence. Best kept secret in the business.
It's probably just ground up fast ration pills. Or it's the real thing, which is an incredibly dangerous hallucinogen that tastes disgusting.
And if you're a real freak, techniques to calm yourself by fooling your own mind. If they can tame the rage of a certain well-known tossball star, they can help anybody.
I'd like to ask you some questions about, Birdie Holcomb.
Wait, you ain't a sheriff, right? You gotta tell me if you're a sheriff.
I'm a freelance inspector brought in to investigate the death of Halcyon Helen.
I'll be honest, I don't really know where that puts us.
I'm not here to bring you any trouble. Sorry. Me either. And I'm not going to arrest someone if I don't even know if that's allowed.
Can't argue with that logic. Yeah, I know, Birdie. What do you want to know?
Heard you taught Birdie some breathing techniques?
Yeah, that was me. Birdie's got a temper, but he's not a bad kid, you know? He's trying to work on it.
How do you know Birdie?
He may or may not buy alternatives from me from time to time. A little diluted mantisaur essence here, a little vitamin B negative there.
What for?
He's stressed out of his mind, the poor guy. Everyone knows his name. Can't turn around without having to sign an autograph. Then you throw in playing tossball for a living. Violence like that, it does things to a body. It does things to the head.
What do you mean tossball does things to the head?
Come on. Birdie's a damn good hacker, but taking that many blows to the noggin would scramble anyone's upstairs business. I know it's knocked a few of his memories loose. I worry about him, that's all. He's a good kid. Got a good heart.
Was Birdie with you the night Halcyon Helen was killed?
Yeah. Damn shame about that. Birdie thought the world of Helen, you know. He showed up drunk at my place wanting to talk about the breakup. Helen dumped him, he said. Boy, was he in a bad way. I'd never seen him like that before. We talked for a while, and when he felt better, I sent him back to the hotel. Told him to drink more water and get some sleep.
That's all for now. Thank you. Interesting. What does that mean? Why do you have ladders up to your vents? This is someone's bunk? Hunting rifle hyper? Let's see what that looks like. Wow. Look at that scope. That scope is literally just a telescope mounted on top of the barrel. Why? Elite Troop Armor Platinum. 13? Oh my goodness. Okay. And then light assault rifle Mark III. 1200. Yeah, I don't, no. It's a, it. Okay, is that it? No, there's... That's sealed. Okay, that is it. Wow. What's this? Deadeye Assault Rifle 3. Well... If that's 792, this is probably, like, automatic.
Not a peep from me.
And down we go. Okay. Well, that feels good. Constable. Okay. Thank you for stopping by, then, if you're getting ready to sleep. It's always good to have people pop in. Administrator Ludovico. So, we should probably check this out before we go and report to the administrator. That's okay. Well, I mostly wanted to just say thank you for stopping by. Miss Listen's the one that, So, yeah. So back to the inside. So, we need to talk to our, coroner. And then from the coroner, we need to report into the administrator for our next steps. Oh, okay. So I need to get up there somehow. Not quite sure how. There it is.
Never mentioned anything.
Pardon me. Coming through. Do. Into the med center. These are replacement models of the discrepancy amplifier fitted with backups of its logic module. Label reads, in case of a careless inspector. Nice. Doctor?
Inspector, not a moment too soon. I've just finished my autopsy report.
Let's hear it.
Ruth Bellamy was killed by plasma damage to the upper vertebrae, the occipital bone, and the cerebellum. If it's any consolation, her death was instantaneous and painless.
It's good news.
I've also discovered a poisonous compound in Miss Bellamy's stomach lining ingested during her last meal. Toxic, but not enough to kill her. Spencer
Okay.
Woolrich complained of a stomach ailment around the same time period. I assumed he was being, you know, Spencer. But now I'm not so sure.
Someone was... Obviously. I should go speak with Spencer then.
Conversations with Mr. Woolrich tend to spontaneously transform into monologues. You'll find him on the VIP guest floor.
Thank you.
I'd best return to work, Inspector. Autopsies always whet my appetite, and all this talk of food is distracting me.
I'll be back. Okay. So I think we're gonna pop both Persuade and Lie up to 60 here. Because sure. And then Perks. Level up. Let's increase our detect. That's with no. Let's just increase our armor rating because we can. We do what we must because we can. So now we need to go to the VIP floor. Bunk. That was a delayed reaction.
What floor would you like to visit?
I'd like to visit the VIP guest floor.
Oh, so sorry, but you're not actually authorized to visit that floor. What authorized floor can I bring you to?
Bring me to the penthouse suite.
Next up, the finest seat in the house.
I need to get permission to go to the VIP guest floor. Fine.
Inspector?
Managed to track down Black Hole Birdie.
I'm pleased to hear that. Bertie Holcomb is a valuable asset to the Rizzo's Rangers property. When Helen was murdered, Bertie was nowhere to be found. The timing of his disappearance is unfortunate.
Mm-hmm. Even if he didn't kill Helen, Bertie's done some reckless things.
Oh, dear law. Please tell me there wasn't another woolly cow involved.
Okay, so you know about the cow.
Yes, I know about the woolly cow. Constable Keene had Bertie's teammates arrested for unauthorized inebriation of livestock. Bertie himself was nowhere to be found during the incident. Ironically, if Keene had arrested him, he'd have the perfect alibi.
Mm-hmm.
Be plain with me, Inspector. Do you believe Black Hole Birdie killed Helen?
It's possible. I'm still investigating my leads.
Understood. I appreciate your candor. I'd like you to continue your investigation. Notify me as soon as you're ready to make a formal accusation.
By the way, Bertie agreed to stay at the Grand Colonial.
I appreciate that. I'd rather keep Bertie within the public eye than let him languish in a bar at the docks. If you're through investigating Bertie, I recommend looking into Cedric Kincannon. He's been entirely too comfortable since we began this investigation. I don't trust Cedric when he's comfortable.
I'll be back.
What floor would you like to visit?
I'd like to visit the VIP guest floor.
Sorry, but you're not actually authorized to visit that floor. What authorized floor can I bring you to?
That's exit the Grand Colonial. Okay, well, let's go ahead and talk to Cedric first, since we're already outside. Apparently talking to... Well, that wasn't fun. Yeah, I feel like missing everything. That is indeed true. Time to talk to Cedric, and then we need to figure some things out. So, why do we need to be granted access to the VIP guest floor? Shouldn't we have full access to everywhere within reason?
You got an appointment?
No.
You're not allowed up with no appointment. Unless you want to chat with...
I'm torn. I despise rudeness toward Eileen, who is entirely invaluable to Slug, and yet I do enjoy this bold, dare I say brash, approach you're taking. Now then, here for my alibi, I assume?
Later. First, I want an explanation for that nonsense outside.
Another murder? Drunk Raptidons? Black Hole Birdie practicing his hacking in the middle of the street? Stop me if it's one of those, or I'll just keep guessing.
I had a run-in for some Slug agents.
Sounds as though you've already sorted it out yourself.
They're dead, if that's what you mean.
Perhaps you haven't sorted out as much as I'd thought. In short, Slug has not sent anyone to rough you up, Inspector. That would be acting against our own self-interest. Now ask yourself this. Why would anyone give thugs Slug gear and send them after you?
Clearly, whoever's behind this wants to pit me against Slug.
Right again, Inspector. But I can't fathom who would benefit from tarnishing my reputation like that. Can you?
If you have a theory, spit it out.
Oh, that's good. That's very good, Inspector. I like this. Dominant, aggressive, The man in charge. I don't want to accuse anyone without hard evidence, though it may be worth noting Ludovico has motivation in spades.
So, as you've deduced, I did not send anyone from Slug after you, nor is it likely they assigned themselves that task. Still, I am sorry for the trouble, Inspector.
Well, that's settled. I assume you'll want to know where I was the night of Helen's murder.
Let's hear it.
Let's see. That night, I was... torturing Elliot Nasser for information on missing cargo. That was a messy one. Didn't break until nearly noon the next day. Can you imagine?
When you say break?
His spine, specifically. If you'd like to know the exact vertebrae, I'm afraid I don't know. I can tell you he's quite dead. Not that it matters much. You'd be a fool to believe me, regardless of what I told you. People lie, and I am, incriminatingly, people.
Indeed you are. So your alibi is that you were busy murdering someone else.
Which, as I said, you should not trust. If it helps, however, you might consider pursuing not my means, but my motive. Why in the name of the architect would I kill Halcyon Helen? She was making me a fortune.
So Helen's death is a net loss for Slug?
I'm considering a line of commemorative merchandise. Still, that's nothing compared to what Helen would have made us in the long run. I'd offer to assist you in your work, but I've a mystery of my own to solve, I'm afraid.
Anything I should look into?
You may very well want to. This particular trouble strikes me as not unrelated to your investigation.
More quests.
Items are disappearing from Slug's storage and processing warehouse. The thefts began a week before Helen's unfortunate death, and there have been more instances since. Before you ask, I know the difference between cargo going missing and cargo going missing. This is the latter.
Okay, what's gone missing, specifically?
Nothing unsavory, and nothing Ludovico shouldn't know about, if that's your concern. I'm quite serious when I say Slug is a legitimate business. As to the specifics, I'm not sure. The warehouse foreman should be able to tell you.
Okay.
Before you ask, I know the difference between cargo going missing and cargo going missing. This is the latter.
And what's the connection to Helen's murder?
I'm not sure. I'm only confident there is one. That the thefts began mere days before Helen's untimely demise is an extraordinary coincidence. I'm not a man who believes in happenstance, Inspector. I do not trust it.
Well, guess I can't guarantee the theft isn't related to the murder.
I certainly wouldn't take that bet. Regardless, this will be fun. You out in the field, chasing down leads. Me, scheming in my office, preparing to unspeakably mangle the perpetrator.
Yeah. Just no unspeakable mangling in front of me. Please.
I would never. Company secrets and all that. You'll want to speak with Ella Tinsley, the warehouse foreman. I've cleared her as a suspect myself, but should she refuse to cooperate, shoot her. No, I'm joking. If she won't cooperate, tell me and I will shoot her. And do feel free to search my office for clues while you're here. Don't hold back on my account.
Thank you. I'll get on that. Some nice guns you have. I have one.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
That's kind of what I thought. Something seemed a little odd.
A cursory fingerprint analysis shows this display case was recently opened or closed.
Gun on the bottom looks special. Has it been customized?
Confirmed. The grip has been modified for a specific wielder, most likely the rifle's owner. Additionally, the plasma rifle sights appear to have been realigned to better accommodate a shooter with slight myopia in one eye.
Analyze the fingerprints further.
The fingerprints belong to Cedric Kincannon.
Just making sure. It's like, as I expected. Not that someone could have accessed the cabinet using gloves, you consider, but the simplest solution is often the right one.
Oh, admiring my rifle. Had it custom fitted by a woman on Monarch.
Huh, nice.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This copy of TK contains 142 fewer pages than a standard copy. The missing pages were likely removed to create sufficient space for the hidden listening device inside.
Short range, transmission capabilities. The receiver must be somewhere nearby.
You figured that out just by looking at it? Huh. We ought to talk shop one of these days.
Inspector, please consider speaking into the device in order to trace the transmission and reveal the receiver's location. Poor woolly cow impression transmitted. Transmission analysis complete. While the precise location of the receiver could not be pinpointed, it has been narrowed down to a smaller, approximate range.
How long has this been here?
Analysis inconclusive. However, there is a minor accumulation of dust particles present on the book's uppermost surface.
Examine the surrounding area.
The area within a 0.5 meter radius of the book possesses a dust coating comprised of at least twice the number of particles.
It's not very dusty then. Must have been placed fairly recently.
That is highly likely, Inspector.
What's that you found? No, wait, don't tell me. Let's save it for the big reveal once you've solved the case.
I won't take your Adreno. There seem to be a surprising number of ladders to places that really shouldn't have ladders in this area, in this place. Take some more light ammo, thank you. And some mag picks too, always nice to have. Receiver. Okay, so someone's listening in to his
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Transmission endpoint discovered. The receiver in this book matches the transmitter to the listening device found in Cedric's office. It's somewhat grime-covered.
Yeah. Any clues as to who put it there?
Due to the high level of foot traffic in this area, this unit is unable to determine who placed
That's what
the
I thought.
device.
Yeah. How long has this been on the ground?
Based on the accumulated mix of sludge and detritus, the receiver has been present since approximately a week before Helen's death.
Yeah, I'll take the receiver. Ugh. And one more place to check out. Talk to the foreman.
Here they come! For comfort.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Fine. Oh, and I leveled up. Wow. Let's go ahead and get Intimidate up to 50 and do some other things here, like get Engineering up to 450 and Hack up to 60. Right, I can't get it up to 60. Yeah.
Hi there. Sorry, this area is off limits to port vision. Oh, wait half a second. You're the inspector.
I am.
Sorry about that. I'll buzz you right in.
Thank you.
Feel free to have a look around, sir.
Thank you very much.
Hey, you think they keep any spare parts down here? Just wondering.
Okay, so we need to get up and talk to the lady. Indeed. Hello, Ella?
You're the inspector, aren't you? Boss Kincannon said you'd be by about the cargo that's been going missing. Gosh, this is so neat. A real-life inspector. What's that like? Have you solved any mysteries yet? Ever had to shoot a suspect?
I've had to take down a few perps, yeah.
Perps? Just like a real inspector. Right, so the missing cargo. How can I help your investigation?
What's the culprit been stealing?
That's the weird part. There's no pattern, far as I can tell. The thefts don't make sense. I ask you, who would steal a handful of Spacer's Choice Sabers, so dull they can barely cut mud, but leave the spectrum black? Ugh. Who'd be desperate enough to want to steal a Spacer's Choice Saber, full stop?
Sounds like our perp's not fencing the stolen goods.
Yeah, probably not. No one's dumb enough to think Spacer's Choice Sabers are worth half a damn. Then there's the most recent theft, 5 boxes of pens and a couple of sodas. I can't decide which one's sadder.
I see what you mean about there not being a pattern.
Well, I'm no inspector. If there is one, I'm sure you'll find it.
Who has access to the cargo?
Everyone here at Freight Storage and Processing, for a start. Thing is, the cargo is going missing before the shipments even get to the warehouse. Best I can figure, it's probably getting lost in the shipping yard.
Interesting.
As for who has access there, Benton Chan, he's the shipping yard manager. He told me it's mainly just the loading automechs that handle cargo.
I'll have a look around the shipping yard then.
That's Benton's area, but don't bother asking him for help. Last time I asked him to check the automechs, the whole head told me he couldn't help because he was dead.
Thanks for the heads up.
It won't bother him any if you have a look yourself, though. Hopefully, you're mechanically inclined.
I can be. Any idea why someone would want to bug Cedric's office?
Maybe they're keen on cashing out and want to go as painfully as possible. I don't know. Buskin Cannon's office is where he holds most of his meetings with important folks like Miss Helen. Just about all negotiations happen in his office too. Vendor pricing, major purchase orders, rentals for construction projects, you name it.
Okay, that's enough for now. Thank you.
Oh, before I forget, I figured you might want to access my terminal, so I had a spare keycard made. It's all yours.
Okay. You are refreshingly well prepared.
I wish you were being sarcastic.
Okay. Well, this locket contains a small picture of a young dashing woman. On the interior door of the locket, the following is inscribed. Even if we have to live out the rest of our lives in exile, you'll always be royalty to me. Sarah Yuko. Cute. Okay. No, we don't need to go into more restricted access areas. Well, this has been fun. Back to the spaceport. So, someone wants us to be mad at Slug. Birdie is weird, but not a problem. What's my good helmet? 49. $49.
What was that?
That's just... Nah. Let's get that helmet back on.
Keeping quiet, Cap.
I'm jumping at shadows here.
You are jumping at shadows here.
Look out!
Serious.
Get him!
What the heck?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Inspector, this loading automechanical's programming does not match factory default settings.
Well, that seems
the
like a
standard
problem.
defensive protocol has been modified to include an additional trigger.
Identify the new trigger.
There is a directive in place to initiate defensive protocol should an unsanctioned data log installed in this automechanical be removed.
Scan for signs of unusual behavior.
Slug automechanical maintenance records indicate this particular unit is frequently reported as out of position or missing for periods of time.
Define standard defensive protocol.
For Type K-19 cargo transport automechanicals, defensive protocol is triggered by attempted interference with cargo, or its transportation, or attempted destruction of the unit. Once triggered, defensive protocol targets the perpetrator and applies lethal force until the target has been deceased for a minimum of 3 minutes.
Let's have a look inside this automech.
Loading automechanical unit K-14 is fully operational at 99% power. Please designate the cargo to be transported and its destination. How can this automechanical assist you?
Hi, I'm here to look at your data logs.
Certainly. Access panel is now unlocked.
View the most recently added data log.
Ejecting data log 17C. Alert. Failsafe protocol triggered. Kill mode initiated. Preparing to end user.
How about wait, I have questions.
Understood. This unit is programmed to facilitate user queries. Kill mode pause. User termination to follow.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. What's on the data log you just ejected?
The ejected data log contains instructions to move cargo shipment 6, 8, 7, 5 outside the boundaries of the shipping yard. It also contains instructions to move randomized cargo shipments outside the boundaries of the shipping yard at intervals of 1 to 4 days.
And welcome to the stream, glue-addicted rat. What was in shipment 6875?
Apologies. This unit does not have access to cargo inventory lists.
Alright then. Thanks. Now I believe I owe you a fight.
Kill mode re-engaged. Have a nice day.
Take your best shot,
Yeah,
Pay your gravesite fees.
I'm not in a good spot at all right now.
Make him regret it.
Now what? I have a electrical weapon in here. Just do I have a good enough electrical weapon? Jeez. I have not been in a good spot this entire this entire load. Yeah. I don't think Pens and Soda was in that one. I am... That's the wrong button. So...
Make him regret.
What? How did that hit me? I dodged it. This is just dumb. Ow. Oh, they do have light.
Don't mess with me.
Really? Yeah. No, we're just leaving. I don't want any of you to die. Okay. Okay, do.
Got it? Inside voices.
Yes, inside voices. And we just go this way. This way. We don't go in the front door. We go in the back door that we found. Ooh, heavy ammo. Okay. Should be no one back here. Okay. Cedric?
Inspector. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I've solved your cargo skimming issue.
Ooh, I love this part. The big reveal. So tell me, what happened?
You've got a serious... don't get too excited. I don't know who the culprit is.
Well, that is disappointing. Still, you said you've determined how the theft is occurring?
Somebody bypassed the loading mech security system and rewired them to skim random goods.
With the benefit of hindsight, I'd surmise it's not
That's
terribly
not the
difficult
button I wanted to
hacking
press.
the automechs. So that was our skimmer's game. But why? Everything that was stolen has seemed random. I certainly see no pattern.
The culprit didn't want you to. The theft was random, except for a single shipment.
So, our culprit had something specific they wished to acquire and used the random theft as a smokescreen. I must say, Inspector, you've done excellent work on this case. Then that just leaves how the culprit knew where their true target would be, or indeed, that Slug would soon possess it.
Check your pocket.
Okay, that's very impressive. Don't ever touch me again. Am I right to think what you found in my office earlier was the other half of this listening device?
Sure was. And whoever this device belongs to, that's our culprit.
Not quite, Inspector. That listening device belongs to me. I lent it to Halcyon Helen to assist her with role research.
Oh. And she used it to research Slug shipments instead?
Unbelievable. I helped her. Gave her whatever she needed. I thought we were doing each other a good turn.
Corporate sabotage, perhaps?
I can't begin to guess at her motive. If it was to spit in my face, she'd be pleased to know she succeeded. This is a betrayal, Inspector. I do not take betrayal lightly. Helen should consider herself very lucky indeed that she is already among the dead, and that some other bastard beat me to putting her in the ground.
Dangerous talk for a man under investigation for Helen's murder.
Halcyon Helen is already dead. If I'd known Helen was stealing from me, I may very well have killed her, or had her killed. Alas, I did not.
Or maybe you did know, and this is all show for my benefit.
Oh, that is good, Inspector. Now you are thinking in the manner you must if you intend to get to the bottom of this mess. I wish you luck with your investigation, though I doubt you'll need it. You'll find Helen's murderer. I'm confident of that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must find a way to excise my anger that minimally damages my business empire. I expect it will involve shooting quite a lot of guns.
Goodbye. Whoop. There was a chair there. I do quite enjoy the fact that, you know, I meet this man, walk into his office once, and then decide to leave through the back door, and then I come back in through the back door to his office. Beautiful. Okay, map. We want to go back to front entrance of the hotel. Your loading screen tip could be here. Contact Spacer's Choice for your affordable marketing options. Okay. Oh, right, you. Hello, ma'am.
The Grand Colonial Front Desk warmly welcomes you, Inspector. It's a pleasure to see you again.
And you as well.
How may I be of assistance to you, Inspector?
I need access to the VIP guest floor.
I'd love to, Inspector, but I don't really have the authority. Moreover, the guests were promised exclusivity. If I let you up there, I'll never hear the end of it.
The only guest who'd have a problem with me being up there would be the murder.
That's a good point. If they give me guff, I can just tell them that they're obstructing justice. That has a nice ring to it.
Indeed.
Let me just set you up with VIP guest floor access. Done. You can now come and go as you please.
Thank you very much. Obstructing justice, you say?
What floor would you like to visit?
I'd like to visit the VIP guest floor.
If you see Black Hole Birdie, be sure to get an autograph for me. Just joking. I've already got one.
Hello?
About time you arrived. I see you haven't dressed the way I asked you to, but I suppose that was expecting too much of a non-industry lout. Expect a complaint to management. Now, unless you'd like to waste more of my time, I suggest we begin rehearsing. Ready? You've fallen right into my trap, Captain. Oh, don't bother to fight back. You cannot hope to stop me from installing philosophism as the system's reigning ideology.
You'll never take over Halcyon, you fiend.
How does the scenery taste? Good, I trust. Wait a moment. You're not wearing a bellhop's ID, which must mean you're not Owen's understudy. That man can't even be relied upon to find his own replacement. Oh, no, this is curious indeed. Who are you, and how did you get in here?
I'm here to investigate the murder of Halcyon Helen. I'd like to ask a few questions.
You're here to investigate me? Oh, I assure you, I'm nothing special. Just an old crook with more money than time. That was a quote from The Retiree's Revenge, in which I played an ex-thief turned decrepit old man. But, of course, I'm certain you already recognized it. Now, what shall I sign first? Your weapon? Your wallet? Or perhaps something a little more personal? Undergarment signatures have been popular of late, or so I've heard.
I'm not here for an autograph. I'm here to ask you some questions.
Do you mean to say you're not a fan? Well, then how did you get in here? The only staffer cleared for guest room entry is the inspector for Bellamy's murder. Oh. Oh! Hello.
Hello, Orphet. I hope you do well in school this semester. I'm guessing it's semester. But it's okay. Sorry that you can't. I'm sorry to hear that you can't watch him and you want to, but I hope you have good days. I hope you have good days at school. Hello.
Hi. Terribly sorry, Inspector. I didn't realize it was you. Understand that I am beyond willing to comply with your search for the fiend that did Bellamy in. You know, now that I look at you, you're the perfect reflection of me, back when I starred in the Marauder's Bane. The absolute picture of justice. Ask me anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer.
That would be nice. I hear you were poisoned?
Indeed. The agonizing bowel pain was most undignifying. While I've certainly had no shortage of inadequate hotel meals, this was most explicitly pronounced. I suspect poison. And who would be most likely to poison me but Chef Anwar? Oh, we've clashed almost non-stop about his slop preparation. He must have tainted my meal in retaliation.
Okay. Can you think of anyone other than the chef who would want to harm you?
None that I can think of. I treat all hotel staff equally, and with the minimum level of respect that they deserve.
Okay. According to the coroner, Helen was also poisoned.
How alarming! Whoever targeted her was certainly targeting me. I can only thank my ironclad constitution that I'm standing here before you.
Helen wasn't killed by the poison.
Oh, that's very good to know. Perhaps the poisoner simply meant to incapacitate us both, disrupt the product launch. I couldn't say, Inspector. I'm merely an actor.
Why didn't you go to the clinic for your stomach pains?
Is that a jibe? Could you imagine the tabloid headlines? Spencer Woolrich, Aetherwave star, spotted in gastronomic distress. Oh, unseemly hardly describes the half of it.
I suppose. That's all I wanted to know. Thank you very much.
Very well, then.
Goodbye. Okay.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Discrepancy detected. This bottle, recently discarded, contains residue from foreign substances. Chemical analysis complete. This unit has detected the following substances: oil, terrare, blood, terrare, unidentifiable biological fluids, terrare.
Were those substances added later?
Yes, Inspector. Logical analysis indicates these substances were not present in the bottle's original contents.
Is it toxic?
These substances cause extreme gastrointestinal distress in humans. Large doses can be fatal. This bottle contained Rizzo Spectrum vodka. The presence of terrare biological fluids may have significantly improved its flavor.
Let's move on. You are definitely not a 2-bit hack. Nothing too interesting. So, they probably shared a drink of that. Babbage. Burbage.
Initiating enter protocol. Now simulating familiar and welcoming demeanor. Greetings, theater aficionado and or dumbstruck fan. You are standing in the vicinity of Burbage 3001, the latest and therefore greatest automechanical actor ever designed.
Wow. I see you've had some work done. Who upgraded you?
Burbage 3001's programming is frequently upgraded to adhere to board-certified standards. The most recent upgrade was performed by Spencer Woolrich. Banter protocol exhausted, reverting to default behavior, grieving and despair. Oh, Halcyon Helen, may your atoms be commended to the aether.
You knew Halcyon Helen?
Burbage 3001 was designed to disrupt Halcyon Helen's monopoly over the Aetherwave serial market. This unit's programming is based on Helen's most famous roles. Burbage 3001. Anything Halcyon Helen can do, this unit can do slightly worse.
Does that include dying?
This unit has been programmed to simulate existential dread. Watch Burbage 3001 contemplate its mortality in the critically acclaimed drama, Waiting for Results. This unit has not yet completed its grief cycles, randomizing despair tables. Oh, Helen, is there no justice in the world?
I'm leaving. Well, this is fun. I can get a lot of your hats. Interesting.
Top-rungers are into some weird shit.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Multiple discrepancies detected. First discrepancy. A woolly cow is present in this hotel room. Woolly cows are an import species for the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve and are incapable of affording upper-class accommodations. Second discrepancy. This woolly cow is dangerously inebriated with Rizzo Spectrum vodka. Alcohol sanguinization ratio exceeds recommended maximum.
There's some worrying discoloration in its eyes.
An accurate observation, Inspector. This woolly cow is suffering from symptoms consistent with a hangover. A brief survey of this area reveals that the most recent occupants were athletes belonging to the Rizzo's Rangers Tossball Club.
Was Black Hole Birdie here? Or how can you tell?
A brief survey of localized property damage, divided by the area of this room, yields the following estimate. This unit was likely occupied by every member of the Rizzo's Rangers. -1.
Hat, comma space, wide brimmed. Is that supposed to be barf? Puke? Ugh. My thoughts exactly. I'd suggest not drinking this much, Birdie. But you do you.
Zeke Hannigan, Rizzo's Rangers 16th back. Pleased to meet you. What can I do for you?
Would you happen to know why there's a woolly cow in one of the rooms?
We sort of borrowed her from the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve while we were drunk. I have no idea how we managed to sneak her in here without being spotted. Don't worry, we'll return her safe and sound. Mostly sound. Hungover still sound, right?
Yeah, mostly, yeah, I suppose. That's all for now. Okay.
What floor would you like to visit?
I'd like to go back to my penthouse suite thing soon.
Next stop, the finest seat in the house.
Wait, what? Oh, you want me to go talk to the chef? Okay. We have time to go talk with.
Like to visit?
Let's go back to the lobby.
To the lobby we go.
Yeah, we still have time to talk to the chef, but we are coming to the end of our time for today. I was thinking we'd talk to, yeah, I was thinking we were gonna go ahead and talk with, Mr. Ludovico. But...
Yes? Are you here for the double rack of smoked sprat? Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you'll have to wait. Oh, don't give me that look. Let me see if I can pencil you in for later. Actually, what am I saying? I can't do that. I'm booked for the next month. You'll have to make a reservation.
I'm here to investigate Halcyon Helen's murder. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
You're the inspector? Here? Why? I mean, you may ask me whatever you want. I have nothing to hide.
Did you prepare all of Helen's meals?
Of course I did. I would never allow anyone else to touch the meals of so important a guest.
You're sure no one else was involved?
Well, yes, I'm positive. Why?
If Helen was poisoned and no one else touched your meal, you're the poisoner, right?
Oh my law, this is the end, isn't it? My mother always warned me that the culinary world was too dangerous, but I didn't heed her warnings. Spencer Woolrich and Bellhop Owens were underfoot in the kitchen as I was preparing Helen's meal. Either one of them could have tampered with the food when I was fetching ingredients.
Alibi's a little thin there. Why should I believe anything that you're saying?
I understand your reluctance, but... Oh, I just remembered. The kitchen security camera. It'll prove I'm telling the truth about everything.
Okay.
Constable Keene has access to the security footage in her office at the spaceport. If you visit her, you can figure out what truly happened with Helen's meal.
Okay. What was Spencer Woolrich doing around the kitchen?
Mr. Woolrich often finds the hotel's meals wanting. He seems to enjoy complaining in person. While I could appreciate someone with a discerning palate for once, I believe that Mr. Woolrich simply enjoys the attention he gets from us. Though don't tell him I said as much.
Okay.
If you wish to speak with him, Mr. Woolrich can most likely be found in his suite on the VIP guest floor. He's usually there if he's not poking around here.
Why were you being so evasive about leaving Helen's food unattended?
Well, it's a breach of professionalism, of course. Why else would I worry about it?
Because some halcyon food combinations turned acid when unsupervised?
What? Truly? That's an alarming business oversight. Instead of volatile chemicals, the corporations should put barbiturates in everything. Everyone likes barbiturates. But I don't believe that was a risk with Helen's meal. I was, up to something else. I may have taken some time to engage in a teensy bit of recreational drinking, and consequently, I may have been somewhat less than coherent after preparing Helen's meal.
I see. Any idea where I might be able to find Bellhop Owens?
Yes, but not specifically. Owens often procures exotic ingredients from the creatures at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. Our guests can be rather particular. Let's not talk about the incident with the Raptidon pheromone glands.
Okay.
It's always hard to say when Owens might be back. If I were you, I'd make a trek to the reserve myself. Otherwise, who knows how long you'll have to wait.
Okay, that's all I wanted to ask about. Guess we'll see if you're telling the truth.
Thank you for your understanding, Inspector. I'm sure you'll find the true culprit before long.
Okay. So now that that's where we're at, thank you for watching. This has been quite a game.
What floor would you like to visit?
Making more progress.
Next stop, the finest seat in the house.
Yeah, making more progress today. Been a lot of fun. And, yeah. We're gonna be starting a new game on Friday. But that's gonna be kept my secret until then, because, well, I think I know. I've decided what game I'm gonna play. I'm not sure we're gonna finish it next week, just based on where we're at. But, like, we're finishing quests pretty quickly right now, so I think it's within reason. So, anyway, until next time, thanks for watching. Goodbye.